Hi, this is Andrew from Immerse Games. In this video, we will go through the UI or user interface of the game. So what is the user interface or UI? The UI is the visual elements that helps players interact with the game, find information, and achieve in-game goals. It's basically these elements that I'm pointing out here: buttons, tabs, icons, and menus. Let's go through them one at a time. Let's start with this little tab here. It shows me my in-game name, how many quests are currently available for me, and how many I've completed. And it shows my current level progress. On the top left here, this gear icon are the game options. You can click here or press escape on the keyboard. Here you can look through a bunch of options to adjust the game to your liking. Game options are options that affect the gameplay experience, such as player point of view or glossary language. Graphics include adjustments related to visual quality, which can affect how smoothly the game runs. Sound options are for controlling volume levels of music, sound effects, character voices, and other things. Accessibility options are options for players with visual impairment. You can also use this menu to log out or switch your class. And if so desired, you can reset progress on all of your quests here. The next icon, the box button, is my character's inventory. You can click here or press I on the keyboard. This is a menu that manages and organizes the things a player collects throughout their gameplay. The first tab here is my wardrobe, where I can adjust the clothes that I am wearing from an inventory of clothes that I've collected either through quests or from in-game shops. I can sort the clothing by category here and select pieces of clothing that I would like my character to wear. I simply mouse over the item I want to wear and click on it, like so. I can preview my characters by holding left click on the model here and dragging my mouse to rotate them around. If I like my fit, I press the Confirm Outfit button. The next tab is my pet menu, where I can choose a pet to walk around with me in the world. I can get pets from completing quests or buy them from our pet vendor. I simply have to select one of my available pets and click on them. When I like the pet I have chosen, I will click Confirm Pet. And voila, I have a pet following me around the game world. The next tab is my items, which are quest-related objects and tools that I acquire as I do my quests. While I can use these items here, generally a quest requiring said item would have a contextual button for me to use. So this menu is more to track what items I have. The last tab is my furnishing tab, which shows me what furnishings I have that I can use to decorate my personal apartment in the game world. I will elaborate more on decorating the apartment in another video. For now, you can view furnishing that you have gotten through quests and shopping to be used in the apartment. The next icon that looks like a clipboard and pen is our progress tracker. You can click here or press J on the keyboard. I can keep track of all my quests here. On the left here are my quests categorized by status, module, or other. I can double click on an icon to see what the icon represents. For in progress, I can see what quests I am currently doing. Let us click on the quest You Middling Kids to see quest details. Here we can see the quest title, the progress on the storyline, details about the quest, step-by-step objective tracking, the rewards for completing the quest, and important notes that have been taken as I complete the objectives of the quest. If so desired, I can abandon tracking this quest so that I can restart progress and track another quest, or just simply untrack the quest while keeping the progress that I have already done. I can select another quest and I can track it instead. In the Available Quests tab here, I can look at other quests that are active in the world. I can look through them and if so desired, decide to pursue them instead of my current quest by clicking Find Quest. Note that if I have a quest that has been assigned by a teacher, like so, I will not be able to abandon or untrack the quest until said quest is completed. I can also find quests that are categorized by module and storyline. Say I wanted to find a cell module storyline, I can just simply click here and look through all the different storylines available to me. If I have completed the quest and I actually want to replay the quest, I can do so by clicking on the Reset Quest available here on quests that I have completed. Lastly, in this other tab, I can track challenges that have to do with our in-game sandboxes. This will be covered more in the Hero tutorial video. Our last icon on the top left here is the Biodex icon, which you can either press here or hit B on the keyboard. This is where information on all the animals and plants in Tyto Online can be found. I can sort the display tabs on the left here by category: animal, plant, and decomposer. I can sort them further by clicking on these biomes here, like the Mojave Desert, the Great Plains Grassland, the Alaskan Tundra. If I select an entry on the left tab, for example this earthworm, I will get details on the organism. A picture, descriptions like diet and habitat, and I will also get the option to purchase access to them for use in the Hilo sandboxes, again to be covered in the Hilo tutorial video. On the bottom left here is the chat window. It's minimized now, but if I click on it, the chat window scrolls up. Here I can see what people in the world have been saying or what notifications I have received. If I click on a non-player character, they might comment on something. If I click on the chat box, a bunch of what are called emotes appears. I can click on this arrow to look through my emotes. If I click on an emote, my character will perform the associated emote, like so. This is a fun way for you to communicate with other players in the game. On the bottom right here, we have the minimap. It shows me where I am in relation to the immediate area in the world, and will adjust as I move around, helping me track where I am. I can adjust how much of the full map I can see by adjusting this slider. If I click on the minimap or press N, I open the current map of the level I am in, with a handy legend for me to identify the icons on the map. This button next to the minimap will switch my navigation arrows on and off. These arrows can help me track where to go for my current quest. This button here teleports me to the nearest transit system door on the level. That way, I can quickly click on the transit door and use the in-game transit system. This is my quest tracker. It'll tell me what quests I'm currently doing and what I'm supposed to be doing for the tasks with directions I'm supposed to follow. Sometimes quests will have contextual buttons associated with the quest for me to complete, or tools for me to utilize. Here at the bottom of the screen is my tool hotbar. As you can see, I have 5 slots: a scanner, an observation tool, a tranquilizer, and a camera. If a quest wants me to use a certain tool, that tool will also pop up in my quest tracker. But I can also press it down here to use it. I can also use the quick key that has been assigned to this tool by pressing on the number button that has been associated with it. For example, this scanner can be used by pressing the number 1. The observation tool lets me observe important elements in my environment. The tranquilizer tool allows me to temporarily freeze animals to do DNA extraction. The DNA extractor will allow me to humanely obtain DNA samples from animals, and it only works on animals who have been tranquilized. The camera tool allows me to take pictures for tasks. And with that, we have covered the general idea for the user interface for Tyto Online.